My dear student friends, welcome to this session. We are studying the subject power engineering and refrigeration. We are studying the second topic, that is IC engine testing. Now, we are going to study the various stages of combustion in CI engine. But before that, we should know that the combustion process in the IC engine, whether the SI engine or the CI engine, is very important. The quality of combustion decides the performance of the engine as well as the emissions of the engine, and therefore it is necessary to study in detail the various combustion processes which are taking place in the IC engine, both in the SI as well as in the CI engine. So let us start and let us study the various stages of combustion in CI engine. So there are 4 stages of combustion in the CI engine. First stage is the ignition delay or the ignition lag. Second one is the rapid or uncontrolled combustion. Third stage is the controlled combustion. The fourth and the last stage is after burning. So let us go ahead and study the stages of combustion in CI engine with the help of the appropriate graph. So on this graph, on the x-axis, the crank angle or time is plotted. So as we move to the right, the crank angle will increase or the time will increase. On the y-axis, we are plotting the pressure in bar. So this is the graph. So as I have told you, in this graph, the crank angle or the time is plotted on the x-axis and the pressure in bar is plotted on the y-axis. So the variation of the pressure with the variation in the crank angle or with the change in the crank angle is plotted on this graph, and we can divide this into 4 stages. So let us study the 4 stages one by one. The first stage, as we know, is nothing but the ignition delay or the ignition lag. So it is indicated here. The first stage is indicated here. This starts with the start of the injection of the fuel. So as soon as the fuel injection starts, we say that the first stage has been started. The first stage, known as the ignition lag or the ignition delay, has been started. Now during this stage, what is happening is that the fuel gets ready for combustion. The molecules of the fuel, they spread, they get heated due to the high temperature, due to the contact with the high temperature air which is present inside the combustion chamber, and these fuel droplets or these fuel molecules, they will vaporize, they will evaporate. So they will be ready for combustion, and the end of this stage is nothing but the start of combustion. Start of combustion of fuel is nothing but the end of the first stage, that is the ignition delay or the ignition lag. So first of all, the fuel is injected, then the fuel gets ready for combustion during the first stage. There are some chemical processes, there are some physical processes which takes place inside the combustion chamber, and these processes are related with the fuel which is injected and the air which is compressed, and there is some interaction, there are some physical and chemical processes, and thus the fuel gets ready. That means the temperature of the fuel droplets increase and the fuel droplets get vaporized, and now they are ready for combustion process. They are ready for the second stage of combustion, and the second stage of combustion is nothing but rapid or uncontrolled combustion. So this is the rapid or uncontrolled combustion, that is the second stage. So here what happens is that at the beginning of the second stage the combustion starts, and since in the first stage the fuel and the air, they are mixed properly and the fuel has been vaporized, heated, so the fuel is totally ready for combustion, and combustion starts vigorously, and the process of combustion takes place at a very fast rate, and therefore this combustion is uncontrolled combustion. There is a tremendous increase in the pressure in a very short time. The pressure increases very fast. At the same time the temperature also increases. So at the end of this stage the pressure is maximum. So now the piston is almost at the top dead center, and now we are at the end of the second stage, that is rapid or uncontrolled combustion. So at the end of this stage the pressure is maximum and the fuel injection is going on. So here you can see that this is the compression curve. If there is no combustion, then this curve will be followed, and here this is the peak of the compression pressure. If just compression would have been taken place, then this is the maximum pressure, peak pressure, due to only compression and no combustion of fuel. So this curve is nothing but the compression curve. That means if there is no combustion of fuel, then the curve which will be followed is this much. The pressure rise, this is the maximum pressure rise at the top dead center, and after that the pressure will go on decreasing. But we are interested in this curve, that is the combustion curve. So but we should compare these two curves, therefore this curve is also shown here. So the second stage we have studied. So at the end of second stage the pressure is maximum and the piston is almost at the top dead center, and the temperature is still increasing. Now let us go to the third stage. So this is the motoring or the non-firing curve, already I have told you. Now let us go to the third stage, that is the controlled combustion. So in this third stage the combustion is continued, but now the combustion rate is under control. The rate of combustion, the speed of combustion of the fuel is not very high. The fuel is burning but the speed is not very high, but the temperature and pressure inside the cylinder is so high that as soon as the fuel is injected it will start burning. There is no lag, it will not wait, the fuel will not wait. There is no time now for chemical changes and physical changes, because the temperature inside the combustion chamber is very high. So as soon as the fuel will be injected, it will start burning, right? So the temperature will be maximum at the end of this controlled combustion. Now this control of the combustion can be done by controlling the rate of fuel supply. So the rate of combustion now in the third stage depends upon the rate of fuel supply. So by controlling the rate of fuel supply, we can easily control the rate of combustion during the third stage of controlled combustion, but this combustion cannot be controlled during the second stage, right? So the third stage end is indicated by the maximum temperature, and you will find that the injection stops at the end of the third stage. So at the end of the third stage, by the end of the third stage, the injection of the fuel has been stopped. So the three stages are over. Now let us go to the last stage or the fourth stage, that is after burning. So generally this stage may or may not be present, because this stage is present in some cases when the distribution of the fuel is not proper. So due to that, all the fuel has not been burned in the third stage. Some fuel is still left and some fuel has been half burned. So incomplete combustion of some fuel has been taken place and some fuel is not yet burned. The combustion of some part of the fuel, some molecules of the fuel, some droplets of the fuel has not yet taken place. So that combustion is continued in the fourth stage, that is after burning. So this stage continues as the piston moves from the top dead center to the bottom dead center. It may continue even up to 60-70 degrees of the crank angle after top dead center, but here it is shown up to this angle only, that is the after burning. The fourth stage is shown up to here. So this is the fourth stage. First, second, third and fourth stage, these are the four stages of combustion. 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the four stages of combustion in the CI engine. So now let us revise all these, what happens in the various processes. During the first stage there is a physical delay period, which is the time from beginning of injection to the attainment of chemical reaction conditions. The fuel is atomized and mixed with the air. In this stage, in the first stage, the fuel gets atomized and fuel gets mixed with the air. The temperature of the fuel is raised and there are some chemical changes also. So there is some chemical delay period in which the pre-flame reaction starts and accelerate until local ignition takes place. So some chemical reactions are also taking place during the first stage, that is the ignition delay or ignition lag, and these processes continue till the ignition starts. So that is nothing but the second stage, that is the rapid or uncontrolled combustion. So in the second stage, that is the rapid or uncontrolled combustion, the pressure rise is rapid. The pressure increases very rapidly, since during delay period the fuel droplets have had the time to spread themselves over a wide area and have fresh air around them. This phase extends from the end of delay period to the point of maximum pressure. So the combustion rate is very high because the fuel droplets have already been vaporized, their temperature has been increased. So immediately the combustion will start and it will be very rapid. So this phase extends from end of delay period to the point of maximum pressure. Now the third stage is controlled combustion. So the very high temperature and high pressure at the end of second stage causes the fuel droplets injected during the third stage to burn instantly. So as soon as the fuel droplets are injected inside the combustion chamber, they will instantly burn, because already the pressure and temperature is very high. So there is no lag, there is no delay for the combustion to take place now. So any further pressure rise can be controlled by merely mechanical means, that is controlling the injection rate. So the pressure rise, the combustion can be controlled, or the rise in pressure can be controlled very easily mechanically by controlling the rate of fuel injection. So the controlling of the rate of fuel injection is also very important for the proper combustion or the controlled combustion, the good quality combustion in the IC engines. So this period ends at maximum cycle temperature. So when the temperature of the cycle is maximum, that time we say that the third stage has ended. The heat evolved by end of this phase is 70 to 80%. So till now the heat which is evolved is 70 to 80% of the total heat of the fuel supply. Now the fourth stage is after burning. So in all cases this fourth stage may not be present, but due to poor distribution of the fuel particles. In some cases the distribution of the fuel particles may be poor. That means there may homogeneous mixture may not have been formed, and all the fuel particles may not get sufficient air, sufficient oxygen for combustion. So these particles of fuel, they burn later on in the last stage, that is after burning stage. So combustion may continue in the expansion stroke. Its duration may be 70 to 80 degrees of crank travel from TDC. So for a continuous, for a considerable time, this combustion takes place in the last stage, fourth stage of combustion, that is the after burning stage of combustion. So thank you, my dear friends.